we are at the Albany Whaling Station Museum, which is formerly known as the Cheynes Whaling Company, which they then turned into a museum. So follow us in, and we will provide a video and have a talk about the facilities that were here. Here we are at the historic whaling station. Just as you enter in, there is a very impressive shell collection of various different shells and corals that can be found in the area. Back in the day, the oil that was used for wool, leather and textile manufacturing, even steel works, was a fine grade for machinery. Until 1970s, it was the best oil in the world. And each of these tanks held between 80 to and 100 whales worth of oil. As we continue on, there is information here which talks about the various buildings.
The historic museum exists today in the original buildings of the Cheynes Beach
And
Whaling
things to
Company,
actually have a listen
which
to as
operated
well.
from this site between 1952 and 1978. This was the last most whaling station.
So we have buildings at the old pump house. The old boiler house. There's even a documentary talking about it from about the company and various information. Which we'll just go for a walk around, just give you a view of what to expect. So it gives you an idea as you walk up and around, up the top, to give an idea of the size. Over here we have the cook's cottage, the mess and the chart room. There's also some toilets down here as well, and the company offices building. There is plenty more to see which we have not videoed today, but we'll finish off just giving you a quick glance of the skeleton shed, starting with a sperm whale skeleton. Even though the slaughtering of whales was a bad thing, at least it gives us an idea of the skeletons and shows us how big the creatures really were, like the pygmy blue whale skeleton. And the humpback whale as well as the grey-specked whale, the common dolphin, the false killer whale, and the pygmy sperm whale.
that they would have used. And there's a very useful information. This is the cutting up deck. The second stage of processing the whales took place here. It was a very sad, traumatic time visiting this when the whales were up on this deck. I visited it before it closed down myself, and the smell was horrendous. And the parents used to always say to me, "Have you got your hanky ready?" And there'd be a little bit of perfume in the hanky to take away the smell. Photographic display. So I won't include that. This is the there is a display of how it looked back in the 1950s to the 1978. It's a little bit squirmish. If you wanted to go and have a look at that part of the museum. This is McBride's hut. Originally the whaling McBride was an American whaler who settled in Albany in 1869 and made his living from whaling, sealing and lumbering. In the little cottage, just displayed some artifacts and said as to how they would have lived. Photos around of it. It was originally constructed as a two-bedroom little cottage, and 18 people used to live in this tiny, confined little cottage. Very interesting information in it. You should see the wood floors and photos around office life. There's even a chart in it, the descendants of William Henry McBride and Lucy Bradley. Show the descendants there. It's a little family history actually, just looking around at it. Certificate of baptism. So if you are related to the McBride family, come down to the railing station and just have a look at his history, his life.
Hi there, Caspar.
Hey, what have you just discovered? Whereabouts do you get them from?
You get them at reception when you pay for your ticket. They provide you with a pair of disposable ones.
Right.
We've got a shark one all about sharks if you're interested in your sharks. And you have one all about the Australian whaling industry.
And what would these tanks have been? And these tanks were the unique one from the whaling stations?
Yes, I have mentioned it in one of my videos.
Right.
One of the unique things here at the historic whaling station is the whaling ship, which originally came from Norway in 1948. We'll just do a little bit of a walk around her and just to give you an idea on what the whaling ships actually looks like. Here's something to be mindful. The enter at your own risk. Even your toilet and shower. Another view of one of the cabins. And we'll go down the stairs. Down the stairs we have the various crew quarters. Now have a look at her top deck. With plenty of information boards to see. the radio room. And some old video footage shown from the days of the whaling. Here's the area where they would have steered from with the old original controls. If even with an area for the sonar. And as we continue to make our way to the front of the ship, we can see the old harpoon gun. So I'll leave the view here on the ship here for you to explore